cycle or it is cycle. 68. So I have been seeing so many experiences. So 2 years off or 3 years off, 2 years down. We have learned that, one, if we are not coordinated, if we don't coordinate, we don't have a body to whip our institutions to deliver these targets. Where we run around, our trade reps will get us orders that we won't be able to fulfill them. So coordination is a lesson we have learned, and that's why we brought these trade reps, so they can see what we're trying to do, to put everyone in one circle and say, all hands on the deck. We can't move unless we coordinate. Number two, we have learned that if we don't disrupt culture, behaviors, the way we have acted, we won't make these deadlines. And if there's no consequence for failure, because in the private sector we fear failure. We fall, we stand again. But we fall, we learn.
Some of the key interventions being implemented by the government of Uganda to support transport and logistics development include the following: formulation of the national transport policy. That one we have, it's ready. It also guides investment in transport, private investment in transport. It provides a strategic direction for the development of Uganda as a regional logistic hub. We have signed an MOU with the National Logistic Platform to spearhead the development of the logistics sector in Uganda. We have harmonized our laws within the country and also within the region, and that supports regional trade very, very readily. The main artery feeding to the hub is not yet fully done, but we are going to start doing it come this financial year, and that's the Lere line from Tororo all the way to Gulu. But the logistic hub is ready, and right now you can visit it and see how the facility is, and we think that that will be able to handle the markets to South Sudan and DRC in that sector. Government is also developing a multimodal port at Bukasa. This is just close to the industrial park of Namamve, where we expect to be connecting and taking advantage of one of our resources, which we have not taken advantage of over a long time, and that's the Lake Victoria. Transport by water. We know that Tanzania is moving very, very steadily. We're doing the Lere from from Dar es Salaam onto Mwanza, and then we should be able to hold the cargo from Mwanza and Musoma, and also from Kisumu onto Bukasa port. The port is going to be, we are going to start developing that port very soon. Entebbe International Airport is undergoing massive improvement in terms of expansion, which we have done. We are increasing its capacity. We have revived the airline. This is for your own good, again, for the good of those who want to ease the travel and export of goods. Yes, we still have a challenge connecting to opening some of our routes, like the route which everybody keeps asking me about. That's the direct route from Entebbe to London. It will come. It's not whether, it's just when that route will come. But we are in advanced stages on opening our route to Mumbai and also to Guangzhou. Very soon, we shall be having direct flights to those destinations. So the private sector should be able to take advantage of that so that you can be able to link with business people in those areas.
It had been predicted that Uganda would be amongst the 10 fastest growing destinations for leisure travel spending between the year 2020 and 2026. And the countries were identified and classified, with India standing out as number 1, Angola number 2, and Uganda number 3. Now, that means a lot for us from the point of view of earnings, but also from the point of view of investment and opportunities. And I wanted you as leaders to take note of this. In our view, this discussion today should be about timely follow-up and timely implementation of the policies, programs, and interventions already agreed in meetings convened by government and stakeholders.
Because of the efforts we have done, recently it showed that 61% of the homesteads, for the first time, are now in the money economy. It is 39% who are still in the subsistence economy, producing for their home consumption. So that's really the main problem. And then it goes into that mentality of being laid back, not being business oriented, goes into the public service. The public service, we are not understanding the importance of business. But these are temporary problems because there are two good things which are happening. Number one, the population is growing. Remember, the population of Uganda at independence, 1962, was only 6.5 million. It is now 43 million. And it will be 100 million in the next 30 years. Now, with a bigger population, competition for economic space increases. You can no longer afford to be laid back because more people now need access to resources. And secondly, education. Those people, like the people of the coffee, that coffee group, these are all young people who have got modern education. So therefore, you don't have to panic. The reasons why exports are not so much is because the population had not woken up to understand the importance of exports. But nobody can compete with us once the people wake up. Why? Because we have got an ancient culture of production. It's not that people are not producing.